Okay, this is solving equations 1 through 6, review 1 assignment. What I did is I went ahead and I already solved them, so I'm going to go ahead and talk in order to get this under 15 minutes, because if it's more than 15 minutes, my video does not work. Here we go. 7 less than the sum of p and t is as much as 6. Sum means parentheses, and we're adding, so p plus t. Less than means to subtract, but put it to the back, is as much as 6. The sum of x and its square, so x plus its square would be x squared. Sum is in parentheses, is equal to y times z. 4 times the sum of f and g is identical, so 4 times the sum, that's where we get our parentheses. 4 times parentheses f plus g is equal to 6 times g. These could have multiple answers, so let's go ahead and look at this. On number 15, I have 1/2. The sum means parentheses and add of f and y is equal to the difference of f and 5, something like that. Number 16, I have k squared minus n squared is the product, which means multiply, of 2 and b. Yours does not have to be identical to that, but something like that. Then we get to simplify each expression. Simplify means we don't solve, we go ahead and just simplify. There is no equal sign. So here we go. On the first one, what I did is I distributed. So 2 times 2 is 4, plus, this is a fraction, 2 times 1 is 2, 1 times 2 is 2. I can reduce this, 4 plus 1x is my final answer. One over 4, I'm going to distribute, so I made these into fractions. Top times top, bottom times bottom. 1 times 12 is 12, 4 times 1 is 4, minus 1 times 4 is 4, 4 times 1 is 4. I can reduce this into 1. So this would be the same as 1, 3 minus 1t. Number 13. I went ahead and I made these into fractions. Top times top, bottom times bottom. I got 16 over 4x minus 12 over 4y plus 4 over 4z. Remember, there is no equal sign. So all I did is I simplified, I reduced. So I got 4x minus 3y plus 1z. Then we get to solving equations. On number 6, I got rid of the constant, minus 17. 14 minus 17 is negative 3. So then I have divide by 3. Negative 3 divided by 3 is negative 1. Number 12. On number 12, I have a denominator. I cannot distribute, so I'm going to multiply by my denominator, multiply everything by 5. 5 times negative 32 is negative 160. I crossed out my 5's. Negative 3 is left over. 5 times negative 17 is negative 85. Got rid of my constant, brought it over, which gave me negative 75. Opposite sign subtract. This is where you guys actually forget. This is a minus, which is a negative. You got to bring your negative down, divide by negative 3, divide by negative 3. 2 negatives make a positive. Number 13. I cannot distribute, so I'm going to multiply by denominators. Multiply everything by 3. The 3's cancel. I get negative 1h minus 3 times 4 is 12 equals 39. Bring over my constant, which is 51, or 12, but now equals 51. Divide by negative 1, and I get h equals negative 51. Number 10. On number 10, I distribute 4b minus 8, distribute the 2, 10 minus 2b, add the 2b over, because I need to get my variables to the same side, get rid of my constant, add 8 to both sides, 6b equals 18, divide by 6, and I get b equals 3. Number 3, distribute 3a plus 3, bring down my minus 5. Combine my like terms, 3 minus 5 is negative 2. Then I need to get my variables to the same side. So I got 3a, so I'm going to subtract 3a to both sides. My variables leave. Negative 2e equals negative 2. Left side equals the right side, which means all real numbers. Number 15. On number 15, I distributed, so I got 2w minus 2, brought down my 4, distributed the 4, got 4w plus 4, combine like terms, and I get plus 2. I like to bring my right side to the left, so I got to get my variables together. So a minus 4w, so I get negative 2w plus 2 equals 4. Get rid of my constant, negative 2, negative 2. I get negative 2w equals 2. Divide by negative 2, divide by negative 2. 2 divided by negative 2 is negative 1. Back side, number 18. Even though we have decimals, it's all the same thing. So I'm going to bring over my constant, minus 0.45, minus 0.45. I get 0.5. Divide by 2.5, and I get 0.2. Number 17, I cannot distribute, but I can go ahead and multiply everything by my denominators. My denominator is 5. Multiply everything by 5. So this 5 goes away, 2y. 5 times 8 is negative 40. 5 times 9 is 45. 5's go away, minus 3y. So now I need to go ahead and get my variables at the same side. So add 3y. I get 5y minus 40 equals 45. Get rid of my constant, so plus 40 to both sides. 5y equals 85. Divide by 5, and I get 17. Number 22. Multiply by my denominators. I have 2, 8, 8, 2. Well, I only need 1, 2, and 1, 8. So I multiplied everything by 2, 8, 2, 8, 2, 8, 2, 8. My 2's cancel, so 8 times 1 is 8. My 8's cancel, so 2 times negative 5 is negative 10. My 8's cancel, 2 times 7 is 14, x. And then my 2's cancel, 8 times 7 is 56. Now I get my variables at the same side, so I'm going to bring my right side to the left. Get rid of my 14x minus 14x. Debt plus debt is more debt. Get rid of my constant, so minus 8 minus 8. I get positive 48. Sorry about that, not negative. Positive 48. Divide by negative 24 is negative 2. Number 6. On number 6, I got to take minus 8.8 because I got to get my variables together. Minus 8.8, this gives me negative 4.4. Then I need to get rid of my constant, minus 6.2, minus 6.2. Debt plus debt is more debt. Divide by negative 4.4, divide by negative 4.4, and I get positive, two negatives, 1.81, and it actually repeats. Number 19, this is actually where we have to distribute first. So I made 5 into a fraction and my minus 2h into a fraction. Top times top, bottom times bottom. So I get 5 over 2 minus 2 over 2. 1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 1 is 2, h equals h over 2. My denominator is 2, so I'm going to multiply everything by 2. These 2's cancel, so I'm left with 5. These 2's cancel, I'm left with minus 2h. These 2 cancel, so I'm left with 1h. Then I brought over my 2h plus 2h plus 2h, I get 3h. Divide by 3 and I get 5 over 3. Then I change this into a mixed number and I get 1 2/3. Number 20, I must distribute. So I get 2 over 9, 1 times 2 is 2, 9 times 1 is 9, m minus 1 times 16, 16, 9 times 1 is 9, equals 1 times 2 is 2, 3 times 1 is 3, m, 1 times 4 is 4, 3 times 1 is 3. My denominators are 9 and 3. So 9 and 3, 9 and 3, 9 and 3, 9 and 3. My 9's cancel, so I'm left with 6m. My 9's cancel, so I'm left with negative 16 times 3 is negative 48. My 3's cancel, so 9 times 2 is 18m. My 3's cancel, so 9 times 4 is 36. Get my variables to the same side, so I brought my 18m over, so minus 18m minus 18m. Negative 12m minus 48 equals 36. Add 48 to both sides, divide by negative 12, and I get m equals negative 7. The last problem. So, here we go. How I did this is, I noticed that it's 6 minus 6 gives me 0. Anything subtracted itself, or this could be 6 plus negative 6. So this would be the additive inverse. The next step we have is 2 times 1 gives me 2. That's what changed. Anything times 1 is itself. That's the multiplicative identity. Then we have 4 times 0 is 0, which is multiplicative property of 0. Then we have 2 plus 3 is 5. There's no other property except for the substitution property. And then anything plus 0 is itself. That is the additive identity. And we are done.